You're watching News Channel 5, where the news comes first.
Searching for solutions, the last-minute meeting geared at ending violent crime. Good evening, everyone. 4 murders in just over a week, and the people of North St. Louis say enough is enough. Nearly 100 people packed into an emergency meeting in North St. Louis today to hear from police and elected officials and to make sure their voices were heard. News Channel 5's Tracy Clemens is live to talk about what came out of the meeting.
Yeah, Kelly, one thing that came out of that meeting was a reinforcement of the Know Your Neighbor policy or strategy. Police say, get to know your neighbor. Make sure that the bad guys know that you care and that you are watching. And if they know that, then they know not to come to your street to do what they do.
I've lived here since '64. Most of the people have lived here very long, own their own homes. We don't want to see our property value go down. We want our neighborhoods to be safe. I knew a lot of people in the College Hill area that was affected by the incident the other day when people were killed.
Wendell Harris says too often people don't come forward with details about crimes for fear of retribution.
If we don't talk with people to give information, this will continue on.
We have to improve that as a police department and become more professional and understand the citizens and also understand that some of them have fear because of the neighborhoods that they live in.
Major Ronnie Robinson with St. Louis Police says most of the shooting and killing is being done by a few groups, but the problem is widespread.
It hasn't always been like that, but that's a culture we have to understand and recognize, and that's a problem and an issue that we have to deal with. And if you don't deal with it, then it only gets worse.
Stopping gang recruitment is key.
As far as on a continuous basis, being involved with individuals that we think are recruiting individuals to be in gangs and putting pressure on kids to join gangs, and we'll get to the root of the problem.
So until their mindset change, then we won't ever get rid of the problem.
Recent crimes prompted Alderman Antonio French to call this emergency meeting.
What is different about this time?
You know, this is always step one for us. Like I said, we've done this before. We have attacked areas before that were very violent, and we've reduced the violence drastically in those areas. College Hill is a new area for us. This meeting was bringing a lot of people together, along with the police, along with elected officials, to talk about this problem and how we're going to address this problem.
Now, moving forward, they're encouraging people to work together to keep an eye on their streets and to take one street away at a time where these would-be perps would feel comfortable committing violent crimes. Now, Major Robinson also stressed that anyone who calls in a tip can remain anonymous, and he hopes that that encourages people to start, quote-unquote, snitching, if that's what you want to call it, because lives depend on it. Kelly?
All right.